Hello and welcome back to another certified OG surfing video. In today's video, we're going all the way to Stockholm to attend the Stockholm Open 2025. One of the world's most famous and also legendary illegal street racing events. This is going to be the craziest night of our lives. So sit back, relax and enjoy. Alright ladies and gentlemen, we are in Stockholm. Weather is absolutely beautiful. Just how you imagine it to be for end of summer to be up here in Sweden. We're here for exactly 18 hours, and in these 18 hours I expect the nastiest street racing that my eyes have ever seen, and if I see anything else I'm gonna be majorly disappointed.
I'm really excited about the 20 valve turbo Audis.
Außerdem der erste Film aus Flug mit Alex. Yeah, first things first, we gotta get a rental car somehow, and it's actually very complicated. We take a bus somewhere and I'll get back with you guys in a second. Yeah, so we finally got a rental car. It's actually gonna be pretty cool, I think. We have some very exciting stuff coming ahead of you guys. So obviously for street racing we need a very decent and very good looking car, but also a car that it's not too, you know, too exquisite, too attention seeking. Yeah. So we want something very sleek but also elegant, so that's why we chose. Alright, so this whole story is actually very interesting. Mani and me, we always wanted to go to Stockholm Open. I've already explained to you guys what Stockholm Open is. Biggest street racing event of Europe, and apparently also the craziest street racing event of Europe. We got into contact with one of the guys who, his cousin's friend has a bigger sister, and that bigger sister is married to a guy, and that guy's cousin is actually racing tonight. So we're joining them.
Okay, nice.
And maybe if we're lucky, we can actually get to watch. Because as you can maybe imagine, these guys are very secretive. They don't let anybody just simply walk into the event and film everything. They don't want any influencers. They don't want any camera guys. So we're gonna perfectly fit in there. We're gonna absolutely be loved by everybody.
So you have two camera guys with you.
Yeah. So we thought it was a good idea to bring one influencer and two camera guys to this event. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. But yeah, this guy told me that tonight's the night. Tonight it's happening again. Tonight the streets of Stockholm are gonna be playground for Europe's fastest and rowdiest cars, and hopefully we're gonna join in there with our Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, baby.
But one thing that is already kind of not so good is that it's raining, because as you can imagine, those 2000 horsepower cars are not going to be racing when it's raining, but maybe until the night it will clear up. So the plan is pretty simple. We're just gonna drive to a gas station right now, get something to eat,
yes,
chill a little bit, and then later tonight we will actually go to the first meeting point where all the cars will just chill around and the registration will happen. And then we'll talk to you guys in a second. So see you guys in a second. Classic Swedish cuisine. It's very important to stay hydrated and healthy if you go street racing.
Ja, was denn, was essen?
Was nehmen wir da?
The Supreme Green auf jeden Fall nicht.
Supreme Green.
Yeah, we just had the meal of our lifetimes here in Max.
What's your rating for the delicious meal?
I would give it a solid 7 out of 10.
Perfect.
Anyway, so today, big day, Stockholm Open. It is the finals. So over the course of the last few weeks, these guys were actually racing each other and basically qualifying for tonight, if tonight is actually happening, which I really hope, because we actually flew here for only this and this event only. So, okay, anyway, 24 cars, as far as I know, and they're gonna race against each other, and then tomorrow in the morning, because they're gonna race through all the night,
yeah.
Tomorrow in the morning we're gonna have the winner of Stockholm Open. So we're gonna go to the meetup spot, meet with the guy who is getting us into here, and then we're gonna see what's happening. Honestly, I have like literally zero idea what's gonna happen.
Nothing.
I don't know where they're gonna race. I don't know what they're gonna race. I don't know how it goes down. So we gotta go there and we have to check out what actually goes on.
Yes.
Let's go. So this here is the first meetup spot. So I really have no idea how we're gonna do this today. We have to, I guess we have
Alex, oh.
We have to be undercover because, like I said, they're a bit camera shy here for whatever reason. I don't understand why. Komm, wenn es im Hyundai werde ich nicht ganz warm. Sag's irgendwie süß.
Dieser Toter.
So the first thing, the actual meetup starts in 1 hour. There's already, I would say, around 25 people here just hanging around. Out of those 25 people, we have to find that one person that I keep texting Instagram, where I have no idea what it looks like or he looks like.
Maybe we
go and ask them. I think that's a good idea, Manny. You're very genius.
This, or we sit here and wait until someone
comes up to us and
hey,
nice Toyota Corolla, man. You racing tonight? Bro, I have I'm so nervous.
Me too.
But mostly I'm nervous that I really hope it stops raining, because otherwise I just booked 3 flights to Stockholm for nothing.
Everyone is so motivated and full of hope.
New collection, by the way. Really quick, I remember it right now. Shop my stuff so that I can buy back the plane tickets. Yeah, let's jump out and see what's going on. Yeah. It's actually so cold here, but that's good because then the cars will make more boost. Cold air means more air gets into the engine. I'm so nervous. Okay, I'm gonna try to film a little bit undercover for you guys, okay? Weißt du, was das Problem ist? Dich kennt keiner und du schaust voll aus wie Undercover-Polizist. Also wenn jemand ein Undercover-Polizist ist, dann ja. Hey Leute, wo ist da heute dieses Straßenrennen?
Wo geht's gerade runter?
Bro, there's like 50 dudes outside and we all got stared down so badly walking into here. Now we're just alibi halber buying some drinks so that we don't look suspicious.
Don't be suspicious.
Every single one of them is wearing a Stockholm Street Race hoodie, by the way.
You need some too. You need some.
Anyway, we soon found the guy responsible for getting us all the way out here to Sweden and got to talk with the people a little bit. This is where we learned more about the event and how crazy it truly is. This one night, the whole city of Stockholm will be a racetrack. This year we have around 30 cars racing, which is the most Stockholm Open has ever seen. There's even 4 cars from Finland. Most of these cars are running well above 1000 horsepower and are some of the fastest street cars Europe has ever seen. The races will be held around the whole city, and some of these races will happen at the same time. So there's no chance that we're gonna see all the races at once. Every race has its own set of rules, and there will be no stopping even if police is involved. Once each car is loaded off the trailer, it has to stay on the road for the rest of the night. Otherwise, it's gonna be disqualified. Meaning this whole night we're gonna have 30 plus drag racing cars driving and racing around the streets of Stockholm. The races will be held on highways that are gonna be blocked off by some of the spectators and event organizers. And between each race, there's a 1 hour period where the teams can prep the cars and go to the next race. The winner of tonight obviously takes home a significant amount of money and, what's even more important to most people racing here, the Stockholm Open Trophy. This event has been around since the 1980s, and obviously police force is going to be incredibly high, since they try to block it as good as possible. The Swedish law, however, states that the police can't really do anything unless they catch you in the act of racing itself, which means the racers will do everything in their power to get away from the police. This all sets the ground for this very interesting event. Yeah, we just got the confirmation that the race is actually not happening tonight because of the rain, which means... Yeah, we don't need the Hyundai anymore. But we don't give up. We stay 1 day longer here in Stockholm only for you guys because we're so nice. So I see you guys tomorrow. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Well, initially we should have been on our flight back home already. Now I'm still chilling in my hotel room. I have a beautiful outside view of the airport. Very nice. Anyway, we're just gonna chill today, during the day, explore Stockholm a little bit. I think there's worse things to do. And then tonight, I hope Stockholm Open is happening tonight. Otherwise, I'm gonna be really, really sad. Let's go. Exploration time. Ooh. So, in the meantime, while we're waiting for night number 2 to start, it was time for some good old Swedish sightseeing in some of Sweden's most well-known tourist spots.
Hey, pass auf, Alter!
And while we're at it, might as well just do some car stuff.
Was geht es da? Mal runter vorne.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are now finished with our sightseeing tour here in Stockholm. We are carefully placed in a 340, right?
Yeah, 340. Yes.
340. So this is going to be our getaway shuttle for tonight. We're gonna try to make it to as many races as possible, but we're for sure gonna miss some races because they happen at the same time. It's gonna be very important that we get there always pretty much at the start. But we have the most experienced taxi driver of Stockholm with us. And he's hopefully gonna be able to navigate through all the traffic. It's gonna be, alone getting to the races is gonna be pretty insane. So yeah, we're off for the first race of the night. Very excited, very nervous, very motivated. but at least it's not raining, so that's good. Let's go. This here's only the meetup spot, right?
And we go from here to the highway.
Okay. So this here's only the meetup spot for the first race, which you're gonna see. So the first race is gonna be a car that we already looked at today, which is this Opel Ascona here against the Hilti Passat. And yeah, that was a quick meetup. Everybody gets into the car, which means we need to go to the first race spot. It was so nice outside. All right, so first race, I told you guys. Who is he racing actually?
I don't know.
Was ist das für Motor?
Ascona 20 Ventile Turbo. 12 Turbo Audi.
Opel Ascona 2012 Audi engine. Car is off the trailer, which means it needs to stay off the trailer for the rest of the night. And the people are already driving absolutely crazy. Challenge is to stay as close to the car as possible. Behind the car is always the trailer car, and then after that, best case, us. Once we got into a car, everything tensed up. We raced across the Swedish streets to get to the first checkpoint as quickly as possible, since the farther you are behind, the less likely it is that you see the actual racing going down.
Police, I think. Yes, police.
Okay, you got police pulling up right now. Quick thinking though, quick reaction.
Yeah.
Crazy. It's very tense. Everybody's just very, obviously, everybody's just very nervous. Police just pulled up in here, but luckily the guy with the Ascona saw it quickly enough. So we're currently hiding because police is right around the corner. Oh, actually just... yeah, from now on, every hour there will be another race, and if you can't do your race because of the police or because your car breaking down, you're disqualified. So bro, I'm only spectating and I have Gänsehosen all over my body. It is intense already, and it hasn't even properly started yet. Police is absolutely on the max lookout level.
Ist das Polizei, oder?
So it might be that the Ascona is disqualified now because they need to go to the first spot all together with the other car. The other car took off, evaded the police, and the Ascona is stuck. Police is right on there waiting for him to pull out. It's a one-way street, somewhere back there. All right, so the Opel managed to get rid of the police. They blocked in the police, which unfortunately we did not see, but it was pretty intense apparently. He's allowed to have one rematch with this E91. And the good part about E91, it looks very stock. So he managed to get away from the police the first time. So we're waiting right now for everything to calm down a little bit. And then this Opel is gonna race against the E91. Currently there's other races going on. I think some BMWs are racing against each other. And one German Golf, which Mani is a very big fan of. We saw him really quickly, but unfortunately can't watch him right now because this is gonna be the main part right now. And then in 1 hour, once it's 10 o'clock in the night, the E30, the main car that we're gonna follow tonight, is gonna come out, and that's where hopefully fun begins truly.
Oh yeah.
So let's go, let's watch this first. Hopefully, I'm very pumped.
Yes.
It's gonna be really cool. By the way, look at this. This setup here
is so sick.
is crazy. You have the original BMW wheels, which are like 14-inch probably,
Yeah.
and a huge tire. And this is crazy. This has been driving on the street for like 2 hours by this time.
Yeah.
It's insane. Managed to evade the police a couple of times. Absolutely crazy so far.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm ready for some racing, guys. Let's get it on.
Under the bridge. Now we're going out, and as soon as the race is done, we going back to the car and we drive.
Okay.
Yes. Wait. Now we can get out.
So gestört auf dem Scheiß. Standing in the middle of the highway, by the way. Guys, you guys are wondering. There's a million people. Look at that. Alright, first race of the night, Opel Ascona versus E91, both around 800 horsepower. Oh, there's so many people here, it's insane. Also das ist das Gestörteste, was ich in meinem Leben jemals erlebt habe, ich sag's Ihnen, was ist.
Alter, ich bin
so fucking nervös. Oh, das ist geil!
Alright, time to go.
Hit the road, baby! Oh, das ist geil!
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Who won though?
The
Bimmer.
Bimmer.
Yeah, BMW power.
Oh, and by the way, for today's video, we're following an absolutely insane team. This year, they brought out a twin-turbo LS-powered E30, which is probably one of the fastest ones here in Europe. We're going to be following them around the whole event, and hopefully they will make it to the finals. Our team with the E30 actually had a wild card, which means he could skip the first race, and is automatically qualified for the second round, which made it possible for us to spectate another race really quick. So next up, E28 versus
Volvo.
Yeah, Volvo.
Volvo 240 with an LS or whatever. Every car here has an LS. So race is starting now. That's so crazy. They're just... Alright, so the Volvo already pulling up, followed by Vita and E60. Sick. Standing in the middle of the highway, it's crazy. Bro, there's so many people in there. Bro, I've never seen like anything like that. Look at that, that's crazy. And the E28 won?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now it's time for you guys to do that to Eddie.
Probably not. So E28 won this race. Absolutely insane seeing it from the bridge. There's so many people. And 5 minutes and then everything's over again. It's crazy, really. Absolutely insane. So, playtime is over. E30 is ready. So we're gonna drive to the E30 now, which is apparently the fan favorite for today. This and the Supra. The Supra has been driving for quite some time now. He's won some races. So now the E30 is racing against the E28, which just won these first few races. So yeah, we're gonna go to the E30 and then we're gonna follow the car for the rest of the night, hopefully. So next up, E30 versus the E28, which just won. We had our doubts at first when we came here, and then yesterday with the rain and everything, didn't really make it any better, but those two races already, which is really sick. It's nothing I've ever seen before. Yeah. E30 is still locked up. So, like we said, once he leaves this trailer, not allowed to go back in the trailer for the rest of the night.
By the way, these guys,
They chose the dirtiest spot to unload the E30.
this here is insane.
Oh, Alter,
These
das
guys are not
ist so
playing around.
brutal, Alter.
Oh, that setup is crazy, absolutely crazy. Look at those wheels, look at these tires. The inside doesn't even look like a car anymore. You can see the gearbox and everything. You have this huge tablet. I guess this is for the brakes and everything. So most of these cars are running a 2-speed automatic gearbox, or like semi-automatic. And this is the gearbox shifter. As you can see, the gearbox is absolutely massive. Like I said, LS in the front, twin turbo, exhaust straight to the side. Tiniest brakes I've ever seen. I think they're from a bicycle or something probably. This is next level. I never thought something like this would exist here in Europe, but Sweden proves different. Also, brake parachute and a wheelie bar, which we will see how much he needs that wheelie bar, but they measured the wheelie bar and everything, so they set up the wheelie bar just now. It's gonna be very interesting for sure. All right, ready to roll out and watch the first E30 race. Bro, I'm so hyped right now, it's insane.
Varför blockar de inte de där jävla?
So, E30 versus E28. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. E30's on that side, by the way. That's the E28. Yeah. Vad sagst?
E30.
Well, look at all these people here. It's insane.
There's like thousands of people here.
Alter, schau dir mal, wie viele Leute das da stehen. Das ist so absurd. Das ist der Wörthersee mal 1000.
Ja. Easy win for E30. Crazy. Flames on the car were insane. Try not to get run over. Alright, let's go.
Auf den Wind. Stößchen.
Alright, and now we wait. Supra is racing some other cars right now. Unfortunately, we didn't make it in time. Literally on the other side of the city. Would have loved to see the Supra, but maybe if we're lucky, we see it later. So, yeah, we need to wait a little bit so that we know what the E30 is up against next. Alright, we're back at the E30 headquarters for a quick checkup of the car, seeing if everything's alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 1:30 in the morning and we're ready for more party. Car seems to be good, ready for the next race. I'm motivated, I think everybody else is as well. So let's see where this is going. Alright ladies and gentlemen, that was a pretty short break. E30 versus Supra, battle is on.
You're nervous again?
Yeah, pretty nervous.
Alright, let's check it out. This one's gonna be first crazy race of tonight. Twin turbo LS versus twin turbo LS. Supra looks absolutely insane, I just saw it. We're right now on the south side. If we do this race first, they're also racing on the north side. If we do this race faster than the ones on the north side, we can stay here, which is a huge win for the E30. Supra is insane, by the way. more and more people each race. It's insane. It's 2 a.m. in the morning right now, by the way. I have no idea who won, but that was fucking close. It was insane run. Bro, the adrenaline here is insane. I don't think I've ever felt anything as much as this.
Who the won?
We.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. We are the winner.
By the way, there's so many cars behind us. It's insane.
The blocking off.
Blocking off the highway really quick so that the 2 cars can go in peace without being followed by literally millions of cars.
It's 2 something in the morning now. The last race was actually the semifinals. I did not know that. So now that means the E30 is in the finals, which means might actually be the shortest Stockholm Open in history, which I'm a very big fan of because I'm already a bit tired. But that means that the next race is going to be the finals. So we're waiting now for the north side of Stockholm to finish their racing, and then whoever wins on the north side has to come down here to the south side, because south side were the first ones to finish. We are the south side, by the way, right now. And then we know who wins. So in the meantime, we're going to take a quick nap here in the car, because we have to wait like 1 hour till they're finished or whatever, and then they come down here and it will take forever. So we're going to take a quick nap. I see you again soon. Good night.
Good night.
Feeling. Hoe zeg je het vorige?
Det åkte då.
Quick update, my friends. It is pretty much 5 a.m. in the morning. It's nearly been 3 hours since the last race. The guys from the northern section of the racing have decided to take their time because there's like no time limit for the last race.
Yes.
Yeah, and they wanted to make it a bit more exciting for everybody else. And yeah, it took them forever. But now they're done here, so we're ready for the finals. It is E30 versus a set 3 with an LS, which is very interesting to see. So, who do you think is gonna win?
The E30 is gonna win.
Of course.
Yeah, of course.
Of course.
Yes.
I hope so. We slept like 2 hours in the car, by the way. Pretty nice. Doing this all for the video, so. Herrlich. Manni, wie geht's dir?
Alles gut.
Alex?
I'm very tired.
Really? This is the longest day of filming I have had in my life so far. Actually, the good part about this is that we waited so long that it's starting to get bright outside again, which means we're gonna see more of the street racing now. The reason why the other guy took so long, by the way, is simply because he's a bit pissed off that he has to drive down here to south. But that's just how the rules are, you know. Whoever finishes first gets to decide where to race. And since the people down south here finished their racing first, they decided to stay down south. And the winner from northern Stockholm, he did not really enjoy that, I guess. So he just basically sat around for like 2 hours. But yeah, anyway, final race of Stockholm Open 2025 is about to start. I'm actually so excited that I'm not even tired anymore. So we should be good. I don't even know where the we were for the last couple of hours. This place here is like a junkyard or something. But really, really low police presence. At the start we were a bit skeptical about everything, but ever since then they've been racing at the same spot the whole night. Not one police car showed up. But they're doing it pretty smart here as well. It's like maximum a few minutes per each run, and then just clear the highway again. It's insane. The people here are so organized.
Moving out. The atmosphere was simply incredible. We were all still pretty sleepy, and everybody inside the car was completely quiet, nervous of what's about to come. As the sun was slowly rising above Sweden, everybody was getting ready for the final race of Stockholm Open 2025.
Wow, there's so many cars already. Yeah, this is gonna be very interesting. Now the whole city basically is at one spot, which is gonna make for a very crowded race. There's cars here waiting already as well. Look how many cars. Holy shit. This is insane. Holy shit, there's so many people on the bridge. That looks crazy. Look at all the cars here. Look at that, that's crazy. So I think that's the set 3. ladies and gentlemen. Now even I'm really nervous.
Let's go, baby!
Fucking showtime. Oh, das ist so viel Leiter da.
So this was it. Our team actually won the championship. The Black E30 is the champion of Stockholm Open 2025. Everybody was cheering, but we still had to get off the highway pretty quickly.
That was a easy win.
Yes.
You guys happy now?
Yes.
Very good.
happy.
Very good. Yeah, let's go to the airport, I guess. Yeah, everybody's happy.
No. So fucking nice.
So, winner 2025 Stockholm Open E30.
Yes.
But the set lifted, or what happened?
I don't know.
His head's lifted. That's what you get for making us wait 3 hours. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like this before in my entire life. Yeah, we have a solid 2 hours of sleep now, and then we fly back. So, nice. Alright, obviously it's time for the trophy, which is randomly being given out on a golf course. Wie mir bist?
Sure.
Erster.
It's okay now. I'm full of adrenaline, but
After all of this, it was time to pick up the trophy at a very random golf course that was actually near the street racing, which felt kind of surreal as there was actually golfers pulling up, trying to play their game of golf. And this random 1500 horsepower E30 was just parked in the middle with people all around it. But yeah, all in all, it was an absolutely surreal experience.
Yes, thank you to the best Stockholm Open shuttle we can have.
Next year.
Yes, this guy has to work now. So yeah, thank you very much
Bye-bye.
for driving us around. Bye bye. Bro, what a night. 12 hours of street racing in Stockholm.
We stayed awake 20 hours.
True, 20 hours. Yeah, we go to the hotel, sleep for a solid 2 hours, and then we fly back home. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Leave a like, subscribe, buy the merch,
Bro,
support us.
If you guys don't at least subscribe for us, staying up so long, I'm really sad.
And maybe you have some suggestions.
Yeah, let us know what you want us to do next. We are your puppets.
24 hours street racing video.
This is Stockholm Open, the craziest street racing event in the world. And I am absolutely happy that we could be part of it and experience it for ourselves. I do advise you guys, please do not try this at home, however. This video was meant to be informative and to show what's actually going on Swedish streets. This was one of the most tense nights of my life, and also the one where I got the least sleep, at least for the last several years. But in the end, I have to say it was worth it. It was incredible experiencing this finally for the first time ever, and I can't thank Zachary and his team enough for making this possible for me and Mani and Alex. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you again very, very soon.